Hello, everyone. In our lesson today, we are going to continue our series on how to build a VBA macro that processes multiple files. And first stage, we discussed how to design the interface. So in this lesson, actually, we are going to make a VBA form to design the application as we decided to do. And we can even add missing parts to it. So let's start. First of all, we can create an Excel file, and then we can save it as macro enabled. So will be okay, this one is not needed anymore. We can delete it. So in order to design the form, we need a developer tab. And if you don't have the developer tab, you can just add it by customizing the ribbon, as you see here. Just make sure that the developer tab is checked, as in here. So you can press Visual Basic and right click, can insert user form. So this is actually will be our form. So these are the controls that we are going to add. But first of all, we need to look at the design here. So we can even add image path, which is a text box. So we'll take a text box, people here, and then we have files list. So is the combo box. This list is here. Yeah, list box, because the combo box is just like a drop down list, but the list here is like something bigger. And we want it, you can actually control the size of the application. And this is actually how I work on my own projects, just in a similar way. So I have to leave a place here as a blank space for the title, so I can, for example, write image path or anything that indicate what this box should do. And then we need to add a button here in order to browse. Okay. So that's it for the image. And later, actually, we need to add also a title. And we can add another one. Okay, we can take this a little bit down because we want to add another button to browse files for the list. And then we have here height, width, position. So we need to add 3 text boxes. Like this is height, width, and we can get to the position as well. So we can even also add a space between them just to leave a title for each one, like this. Then we can add a final button that it will process all the files. So for now, it may look ugly, but we will work on the design. Maybe you want to add, for example, you can add an image here also. It will be nice to add, but it is not a mandatory for uh, this macro. You can just select the image, but it is also nice to have, like if you have many images in the same folder, maybe you need to look how it looks after selecting it to make sure that you are inserting the correct image. So I think it will be nice even if we don't have it here. But as I said, this is just a prototype, and we can later try to add things that that is like things that we need, or other things that we may see that they are essential. So after designing this, we need actually to name things, because if you open this project, for example, after a few months, you may find that you don't like know what these things do, or what each button actually is responsible for. So in order to do this, we need to make meaningful names, and we will start from the user form itself. There is a name here in the properties, and we can say, for example, this is like insert picture, multiple files, for example. And there is also even you change the name, that thing is still user form one, because this is actually a different thing, because it is something like title, or it is a text caption. It is user form. You can, for example, change it to whatever whatever you want to be, something like this. I think let's spell this one. Sorry. And we have this one is labeled. So what I do actually in order to make things clear, because for example, let's say that this is a label and this is a text box, and both of them you call them image, for example, or this is text box for image, and this is the label for the image path, and this is a text box for the image path. So what I do normally is I write like the first three first 3 or 4 letters for abbreviation of that field. For example, this is label. I will name it like this. Like, for example, label LBL, and then I'll write like image or a picture, but again like this. And then the other one is text box one. I call it text. So in this case, you have 2 picture paths, but this one is text and the other one is label, so you will know, for example, if you wanted to change something or you code something to set its value from the code, then it will be easy to call them by names. You want the text, you will get all text, and so on. And this is the label, so make it consistent. This is like form title. This one we call it bottom. Get picture. This one is bottom. So I think you got the idea that all these needs to be renamed. So we named them all, but their actual text didn't change. So we need also to change the text, but this is easier. This is like you can add anything here, like you can even control the font, the size, the color, everything. So just 3 dots. Okay, this one is fine. We don't need to add any default values, but sometimes we add values when we are in testing, and instead of each time that you need to add a picture from here, you can add the paths in the values and you can delete it later. So we don't need to add anything here. And we can make font something like this, and we have it ready. We can test it. We can run from here, and this is how it should like, but actually there is nothing here, so it will not add anything because there is no code behind it. But once we add code, we will try to work on it on the next lessons. So keep in touch, and if you liked it, please comment if you have any questions, and subscribe as well. And thanks for watching.